Turk from Balloon in a Box, Canada, and today I'm here to make a graduation cap hairband because grads are coming up and I've got this idea of doing a drive-through photo frame kind of thing. And anyways, I thought when I make my marketing material, how cute would it be if I'm wearing a little graduation cap? And you never know where this might come in handy. If you do stuffed balloons, you can always attach a little graduation cap. If you do any type of balloon animal sculpture, throw a little graduation cap on it, and then all of a sudden it's a graduation balloon animal. So let's get started. To make my graduation cap, you're going to need two 260s for the flat part, and then two more 260s for the tassel part. I'm going to be putting mine on a hairband, so you're also going to obviously need a hairband, and you will need a 5-inch round. Okay, so I have a black backdrop and a black tablecloth. So my graduation cap today is going to be made in the color Qualitex Rose. So I've inflated these, and they've got quite a bit of tail on them. Like there's probably a good, I don't know, 6 fingers maybe. Doesn't really matter because we're not gonna use quite all of it anyway. Okay, so to get started, we are going to put probably about a 1-inch bubble pinch twist. And then we're going to figure out how long we want our cap to be. So I'm just gonna put my hands right beside that pinch twist. I'm gonna do like this. So that's about 8 of my fingers that I'm twisting off on this bubble here, okay? Now, you would think we're going to add in the next balloon here, but we're actually not just yet. We're going to make another 1-inch bubble pinch twist so that we get a letter L or a number 7. Anyways, we're going to take our second one that is inflated exactly the same, and we're just going to take that nozzle and tie it into the very first pinch twist that we made. So now we get this sort of like, I don't know, rectangular kind of swing set thing going on. Anyways, we're going to make a very small spacer bubble. So probably, I don't know how big, 1/2 inch we'll say, and another 1-inch bubble for a pinch twist. Okay, so here, I'm just going to get my hair out of the way. Nobody likes hair getting stuck up in their balloons. Okay, so this is what I have now. I've got a pinch twist, a spacer bubble, and a pinch twist. And then I'm going to come over to this side, and I'm going to put the same thing, a spacer bubble. Try to keep them the same size if you possibly can, so that everything will sit nicely. Okay. So now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it, try to get them the same size, okay? That's the number 1 lesson here. Try to get them the same size. Fairly close, anyways. So I twisted off a bubble about the same size, and I'm going to wrap that one around the pinch twist. Yay! So now we have a little row of 2, but we've got 2 balloons over here. Oh no, what do we do? We're gonna actually just take one of the balloons and I'm going to cut it off. Okay, like that, just cut it off. Making sure I still have some tail, let out air if you need to. Retie, and just bring it back to the other side. Okay, I just wrapped it around a few times. We'll do all of our trimming at the end, so there's going to be tails and stuff sticking out, and I'm really not too worried about it at this point. Okay, so now we've got this swing set, except now we have 2 rows. Okay, so we're going to do the same idea here, a little spacer bubble about a 1/2 inch, and then a 1-inch bubble turned into a pinch twist. Okay, we're going to go back over here, we're going to make another spacer bubble and a pinch twist. Basically, all your spacer bubbles are the same size and all your pinch twists are the same size, okay? And all your middle bubbles are the same size. So everything's the same size. Okay, so again, we're just gonna take this long bubble and we're gonna wrap it around the pinch twist that we made. It's important that they go the same size because if a bubble's too small, what's going to happen is it's going to actually bend the hat, and you don't really want that, okay? So now we have this. My graduation cap's actually going to be 4 rows instead of 3. So at this point, I can actually get rid of this balloon entirely. I don't need to retie it back on or anything like that. So I'm taking off whatever one is smaller, okay? Leave the long one because this will give us our corners and all of our spacer bubbles in one balloon now. Okay, so now we have this. So we're going to start with, of course, a spacer bubble and a pinch twist. Okay, now we're going to go across and we're going to mirror that. So we did a spacer bubble and a pinch twist, so now we'll do a pinch twist and a spacer bubble. Okay, so we just need to figure out how big we need this to be. That looks pretty good. Maybe about there, yep. Okay, so a pinch twist first, and then a tiny little spacer bubble is all that we're going to need on this. We can get rid of the rest. I'm just going to go from the end to trim. I'm just tying that off after I make that little spacer bubble. And I'm not going to cut it right down because I need to still be able to tie it into the pinch twist. But I definitely know I don't need quite that much tail, so I just have a little tiny tail. Wrap that around that pinch twist a few times. Don't really need to tie it because it's already tied. So now we have the flat part of the graduation cap, right? Like super duper cute. Oh my God, I'm graduating. Okay, so there's that part. We're going to set this aside. Next, we are going to make, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take one of our ivory silk and we're going to chop it up. That's right, we're going to chop it up. I'm cutting the nozzle off and I'm cutting the end off. Okay, I'm thinking if we can figure out roughly thirds, that would be good. Cut it into about thirds. So you get 3. Obviously, you cut it into thirds, you get 3. Okay. Apologize if you hear like Super Mario or anything in the background. My son is playing. Okay. So now what I'm going to do with the other ivory silk, I'm just putting a very small amount. It's maybe 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and I'm going to tie it, but this is a little bit tricky to show. So I have it wrapped around my fingers. I've got the nozzle actually pulled through, so it is on my fingers here. And I'm going to take my ones that I've cut into thirds, and I'm just going to kind of like tuck them in before I tie this balloon. You could always tie the balloon first and then just tie it again in the center. I just like to save a step. So if you can, do it like that. Then you get it all in one step. Okay, so we are going to now take that center and we're going to do a little tulip twist right into, I guess, what would be the stem. And then I'm going to push that back up. Okay, so I wrapped it around. When I put it through, I wrapped it around, and then I'm pushing the knot up so that you get this cute little thing for the end of the tassel. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Okay, so for the 5-inch round component, so we've got 1 piece, 2 piece, 5-inch round. Don't need much, maybe like 1 pump. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna apple twist it through. Tulip twist, apple twist, marriage twist, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to put 2 balloons together again. So this time I'm actually going to take this, but before I do that, I'm going to actually just shove it through my hat. Okay, so I'm going to tie these 2 together. My 5-inch round and the stem, I guess, of my tassel. So you see we've got this kind of craziness here. Woo. All right, so now get a little scrap handy, and I'm just going to shove the air up into the neck, and I'm going to apple twist that through. Okay, so I'm shoving my finger. Whoops, it's hard to do when I'm trying to demonstrate. You know what, I'll just pull the tassel all the way, maybe then we can see. Okay, so I'm going to take my finger, I'm going to push it in here, grab it from the other side, pull my finger out, twist that around a whole bunch of times. I'm going to grab my scrap from what I had left over on the graduation flat part of the hat. I'm going to tie that like that, okay? And then I've got these 2 little pieces of scrap that are on there. I'm just going to put a little air hole in that one. Okay, and that's actually what I'm going to tie right to the hairband. Okay, so we'll tie that right onto our hairband, our apple. Okay. Super cute, super fun. And then the rest is trimming. That's it. Okay, so just anywhere you see a spot that you have a little nozzle, trim it up. Okay, that's great. Pull that back through. Oh, I see another nozzle. Yeah, so I really think that is super duper cute. You could always use a little balloon bond or U-glue if you wanted to make sure that it's like perfectly center or whatever. For me, I don't really care if it's perfectly center or not. And then you can just kind of, you know, move it on your hairband so that it sits how you like it. Dun, 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 dun. This is my graduation hat. I don't know the song. Anyways, I hope you enjoy. Hope you can get a little bit of use out of it, whether it's just for yourself being cute or adding to your balloon sculptures. Thanks so much for joining me and have a great day. Bye!